So you just decided that you want to read books. Congratulations on taking the first step to elevate your life. What's up? I'm your book bestie Jyotsna, and today we're gonna discuss about all the books you need to read if you're a beginner. So you are someone who is just about to develop the habit of reading. You decided that you want to read more, but you're just confused on what to read. You're confused on how to develop it as a habit. Also, you never found reading interesting. So obviously, if there is something that you don't find interesting, how are you going to be motivated to do it in the first place? So today we're gonna discuss about all the books you can read if you're a beginner and you're just about to start or kickstart your journey to reading. So these are all the books that are super light to read. You can finish it in a couple of hours, so it's gonna get you interested and hooked to read more. These are also books that are going to be very light and very easy to read, especially because you're just starting off. You don't want to make it boring or you don't want to make it too complicated. You want it to be something that's light and easy to read, because at the end of the day, we want to make reading fun. We want to make it a habit that actually sticks and you're actually consistent with. So yeah, without any further delay, let's get started. So we're going to start off with fiction because I have just 2 recommendations for you in this. Again, this is for someone who hasn't read at all for a long time. If you really want to get started with the habit of reading, you want to read something that's interesting, and usually stories or something fiction is what gets you hooked. At the beginning, if you start off by reading a self-improvement book, you might actually fall asleep or find it boring. So if you're someone who hasn't read for a really long time, you're literally a beginner and you just want to read the best books that are out there, then I would recommend these 2 books to start off with. First book is The Alchemist. This is my most favorite book ever. I have talked about this in my previous videos as well. This is one of those life-changing books that I feel like I need to recommend every person to read. And why I recommend you to read this book is not just because the story is super inspiring, but it is also because this is very easy and light to read. I think it's about 155-160 pages, so it's a very small book which will actually get you motivated to finish it. Also, I love the story of this. I love how the boy has this really big dream and this big desire of finding the treasure, and it almost seems impossible or like unachievable, but you see his journey and his experiences, his ups and downs. Ending of the book is so inspiring and you're filled with so much of love, joy and hope that you feel like my dreams are not that impossible. The universe always conspires and listens to a stubborn heart. So I feel like this book gives me a lot of hope. I especially love reading this book when I feel really low or when I feel a bit hopeless in life. In case you like a book that is filled with lessons but at the same time has a very interesting story, then definitely check out The Alchemist. It's one of my favorite books and I'm sure you like it. So the next book is actually a thriller, and this is not just any thriller, it's a psychological thriller. So again, if you're someone who's new to reading, you want to read something that's very interesting, something that's gonna keep you hooked. Something like a thriller, a crime or a mystery novel is always going to be super interesting to read, because you tap into that world and you want to find out what happens in the end. You're always hooked, you're always intrigued, and you're always trying to solve in your head what is going to really happen. So a thriller or a crime or a mystery novel is always going to be your go-to option. This one, which is The Silent Patient, you must have seen this in any bookstore. Honestly, like, this is one of the best psychological thrillers that are out there, but it's super fun. I remember I read only the first chapter and I knew I wanted to finish the book. I sat with this book for a couple of hours and I remember finishing it in half a day because I was so interested to know what happens in the end, how exactly the story is going to end. So the next 4 are self-improvement books. These are the books any day if I were a beginner, I would start off reading these books, because these sort of lay out the foundation, the basis of self-improvement and getting into that journey. So the first book I have for you is this one, which is The Magic of Thinking Big. So this is one of those books, again, which you're going to see in a lot of bookstores. Like any bookstore you go to, you will definitely find books like this one or Atomic Habits. This book is all about how to succeed, how to achieve your goals and how to fulfill them, how to have the right attitude, the right mindset for it. So this one basically divides every little self-improvement concept into like simple chapters, and that's what helps you a lot. Again, if you want to dig deeper or delve deeper, this is not the right book for you, but this one sort of lays out the foundation and the basics of it. Looking for a book that will help you build confidence, that will help you overcome fear, but at the same time it will help you think bigger, like think like a leader, be more creative, and like achieve your dreams, then this is definitely a beginner's guide for you. The best part about this book is I love how the author makes it so simple to like jump between chapters. Like you can read a chapter on confidence and then you can read another chapter on attitude. Like you can just randomly switch between chapters if you really want to, or revisit a particular chapter that you feel like you need to brush up your concepts again from. Again, if you're getting started with reading self-help books, then this is definitely the first book you should start off with. So the next book I recommend is this one, which is the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. Actually consists of tweets and talks that Naval has shared. So everything that he has expressed either on his Twitter account or on articles or blogs have actually been consolidated and compiled into this by a person known Eric Jorgensen. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. So this is a guide to like wealth, career, success, and happiness. What I like the most about this book is all of the tweets are compiled into this book and all of them are there for you to just read. So if you're someone who gets super bored of like reading self-help books, but at the same time you want to read it because you want to learn something from it, just go through the tweets and read the tweets that are in the book. I feel like that is more than enough. The best part about this book is after each tweet or what the naval says, there's like an explanation to it for you to understand better and to get a clearer idea. I love how the advice is to the point, and most of the advice especially related to wealth and related to career. For example, it says the harder the workout is, the easier the day is for you. So he gives you an entire summary on how you can make your daily morning workout good, like how is it a game changer, how you can be healthier and feel younger and have like a mood booster, like things like that. It's just trying to give you a gist of it. Would definitely recommend you to read the whole book because the advice in this book is just top. Okay, so the next book is this one, which is You Are a Badass. So this is all about how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. So what I like about this book is, although it's a self-help book, the author makes it so interesting by adding in stories which are light-hearted, which are funny, and the sort of tone in the entire book is hilarious in a way, whether it's the embarrassing moments that are mentioned by the author or like by just giving like very relatable examples. It just makes you feel very interested to read it, and it just makes you realize that not everybody is perfect. Everybody has their own problems, their own tensions, their own worries. So how to stop really worrying about those things and self-doubting yourself and just living your fullest potential. So this is the best book if you want to start off with reading a book on maybe how to overcome any self-doubt or how to overcome any negativity. I feel like this book makes it very simple and very easy to like understand. I also love how the writer after every chapter tells you that more than anything else you need to love yourself. So in the journey of trying to discover yourself or trying to discover what you really want to do, what you're passionate about, going through ups and downs in life, we tend to forget that we need to prioritize ourselves and love ourselves the most. So this book is like that little reminder to you after every chapter that no matter what's happening, just remember to love yourself, So that's why I like this book. Super easy to read again and very easy to understand the concepts in every chapter. So I would definitely recommend you to read this if you're looking for a book related to self-doubt. Another book which is super interesting to read is on my iPad. It's my ebook, which is 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna West or West. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But this book is amazing because it's a collection of 101 essays. I love this book because it's just a collection of essays. It's so simple to read. You can just read one essay in a day and you will feel so inspired and so positive. All of the essays are amazing. They're either inspiring or they give you a different perspective on things. One of the essays is about daily routine, one essay is about your subconscious mind, one essay is about your relationships. So every essay is different. Again, this is the kind of book that you can like randomly read. Like you can just randomly read any essay that you want to for the day. And the best part is, I think it's like 3 pages or 4 pages. Like this one is, I think, like 5 pages, and the topic is 10 things emotionally intelligent people do not do. So it's that easy to read, but at the same time you're gaining a perspective and you're gaining some sort of wisdom, or you're getting some sort of advice. The reason I think this book is going to be super interesting for you, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy. So do check out 101 essays that will change the way you think. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye. Is a psychological